Hi YouTubers, it's Fortune Cookie 45LC coming to you from the Hot Lead Zone, and I'd like you to meet Hysperia, the hippo. And she is Lee Precision's new cover girl. Actually not. Hysperia is one of Trisha's creations. And she's the latest one, and show you how much of a cutie Hysperia is. But it turns out that Hysperia likes Lee Precision, especially their bullet molds. So here's a couple of new bullet molds that we just got, and we'll show those to you one at a time. Now, I've heard it said that the Lee 2-cavity molds are not as good quality as the Lee 6-cavity molds, but I'd like to offer a little counterpoint to that. Maybe the older ones weren't as nice in quality, but the newer ones, very impressive. And if you have a chance of getting the newer design Lee 2-cavity molds, you might just agree. Let's look at this. So here's a sprue plate, opens nicely. But the mold blocks now are no longer the rectangular thing. They have a little cutout on them. Gives more surface for heat to be radiated out, so it keeps it cool a little better. But look at the quality of that set of mold handles, which are included with the mold blocks. So when you buy a Lee 2-cavity mold, it's ready to go. You don't need anything else. Now, I looked at the cavities and they are nice. I don't see any burrs in there. On either side, of course. What that means is they're very well machined, and that Lee did a good job of finishing the machining. Now notice that instead of the V grooves and V ribs that used to be, that Lee is using now these pins and bushings. Well, look how easy that is to lube. The wide opening of the blocks, just go in there and touch a little lube to those pins whenever you need to, and the job's done. Keep a little screwdriver during your casting in case you need to tighten up the sprue plate. And Lee gives you the mold designation on all the blocks now. This is a 41 caliber, 195 grain semi-wad cutter for the 41 Magnum. And so we're going to look forward to using that one. Now notice, YouTubers, that it is a non-gas check design, flat base semi-wad cutter. Well, recall that the pioneer of modern Magnum cartridges is Elmer Keith, and none of Elmer's designs of his bullets had gas checks. So nothing wrong with a flat base bullet, especially in a big bore, and we can shoot Magnum velocities without gas checks in our big bore revolvers. And the other mold is a rifle mold, but again, the nice mold blocks, the nice machining, the well finished mold, and you open it up and voila, you got a 30 caliber mold. And whenever you see a 30 caliber mold with a flat point bullet, the first thing you think about is 30-30 Winchester. And so this one is a 309 size bullet, 170 grains, and it has a gas check. Again, very easy to lubricate that mold. Just touch a little lube on those pins. Alignment pins line up very nicely and very sure closing of the mold. So we'll look forward to using that one. So Lee Precision in Hartford, Wisconsin, the land of all that water, the Great Lakes, the great outdoors. And so how appropriate is it for them to choose Hysperia the hippo as their new cover girl? So thanks to Lee Precision and thanks to Trisha's Creations. So Hesperia, we'll see you again on the next video. Bye for now.